If one needs to be resilient, meaning being able to really do sense making amidst crisis, what are important aspects that one need to consider when you say context? So what is context?
You're going to read books on leadership. There are plenty of styles. Some will say 4, some will say 5, some 7, and maybe some will say 50, who knows. But I suppose you can sort of say there's, the authoritarian approach, right? Then there's participative or delegative or even transformational, and so on. But the style that one applies depends on the situation. And part of, I suppose, prowess in leadership is understanding which circumstances call for which style, and also having that style available in your repertoire. Initially it feels a little uncomfortable because it's not my natural style. I don't feel very authentic applying that, and it's a little bit of an act sometimes. But I think over time one becomes skilled in applying different styles according to the situation. The other thing I learned in my journey is, especially in the context of crisis, that organizational values and more broadly culture, what you might call the DNA of an organization, is what is going to pull you through a crisis. So, in the first place, these values are what shape the way we lead, or what the decisions we make. It also determines how our organizations behave and design processes. So maybe to be more specific, in the past 2 years, right, I think a lot of us in leadership position have had to ask ourselves, what is more important? Is the priority the health and safety of our people, or is it preserving the bottom line? And in a crisis, sometimes one is forced to make a choice in the two. So I think really it comes back to what are the organizational values.